Heroes, mercenaries of all types, sign up here for the Battle of 100 Hands.
I met Roxana on Idria. She says you're the one to talk to about entering the battle on Melos.
Indeed I am. My name's Drakios.
Cassandra, I'm interested in competing in this. What did you call it?
The Battle of 100 Hands draws warriors from all corners of the Greek world to compete for a large purse. But as competitions go, it's also very deadly. A last person standing type of affair.
Killing is how I make my drachmi. This battle will be no different.
It's true. You have the look of a mythical hero about you.
I expect future generations to sing songs in my honor.
If you join the battle, you'll have the chance to prove your mettle against the best. And because the battle is backed by the most powerful and influential people in the Greek world, the purse is always growing.
If you mean the people I think you mean, then I would like to meet them and have a few words.
Indeed. They are the kind of people I would never speak about openly. You know, you do look like someone I've met before. Another fierce warrior. Family resemblance, perhaps.
You mean Demos? Then this battle is backed by the cult.
Of course, I can't talk about that. Not with any old challenger, but become the champion of the Battle of 100 Hands, and I'll tell you all I know.
I want to fight in the battle.
I thought you might. The only rule is that every competitor must train with another competitor, and they must vouch for each other.
I've already met Roxana on Idria.
So I've heard. She was going to be my top recommendation, as she's amongst our highest-ranked contenders. If you can train with her, then there is certainly a place for you in the battle.
What started the tradition of a free-for-all battle on Melos?
I started it with some financial support from the powerful people I mentioned. The metaphor is that each combatant is battling a hecaton here.
The creature with 50 heads and 100 hands.
Indeed. By defeating all the competitors, it's as if the champion has slain the creature itself. Quite an achievement. Not something to be attempted by the weak.
Indeed. What do you know about Roxana?
She's from a long line of aspiring champions. Indeed, virtually her entire family has tried to win the Battle of 100 Hands.
Aspiring champions.
None of them were as skilled as Roxana, it must be said.
How did you become the person who organizes the battle?
I was an up-and-coming merchant in these parts. Down on my luck, it turned out. Owed a few favors, then some powerful people called in those favors. Turned out to be good for me. Blood sports are big business on Melos.
These powerful people you mentioned, they're the cult of Cosmos, aren't they?
The mysterious ones. You want to meet them. I know, but it will have to wait.
How long?
I stay close with all of my champions. If you win the battle, it's something we can discuss over victory wine.
I'm ready to compete.
Indeed. Roxana tells me your training went well. Meet me inside the city gates. The battle will begin soon. More fresh blood. By the look of these warriors, this battle of 100 hands is going to be one for the ages. Indeed, I think it will have people talking for years. Your gear could be the difference between victory or death. Don't forget to visit Gernarios for the best weapons and armor.
Thanks, Drakios!
Prepare, warriors! The battle will commence soon. The Mystios arrives. Then we can begin. We are gathered here again for the Battle of 100 Hands! Indeed! Impressive warriors from all over the Greek world have come to test their might and skill against each other. Whether it is the sharpest sword in the Athenian army, or the broadest shield Sparta can muster, all now stand alone against the many. At our climax, the final two will face off on a special battlefield. But only one will be called champion. Let the Battle of 100 Hands begin! Remember that horn! You'll hear it throughout the battle, marking your progress! Now, fight! Hold it right there!
Get back here!
Fighting with obsidian swords? I'd win against them using my fists. Second horde. That means a quarter of the combatants are dead.
You'll die here!
The other contestants must be somewhere else. I thought this was every fighter for herself. These people are clearly working together. Another horn. Half the fighters are already dead.
mistakes!
When I spend a drachmi from your bounty. Another horn. Almost finished. Why don't you? bodies. Such a waste of life for sport. I haven't seen Roxana among the dead. I can only imagine the might of all these warriors aligned against the cult. Instead, we came to Melos to slaughter each other over a sack of drachmi. Is there a final challenger?
Indeed there is. Patience, Cassandra, patience.
Tell me, Drakios! Is it Roxana? Is she alive?
Your final challenger approaches. Come. We will finish this in the shadow of the volcano in the east.
It seems like the training has paid off.
I was about to say the same.
Enough chatter. Our patrons demand a champion. Finish this.
We can lay down our weapons. There's nothing more to prove.
This is outrageous! Roxana, only one of you can win the battle and become champion.
We don't have to kill each other.
Think of the riches, Roxana! Indeed, everything you've dreamed of is almost within your grasp.
We can walk away.
Only one of you can walk away a legend.
The stakes were clear from the beginning, Cassandra. Don't do this. I'm so close.
Enough! The battle must end now!
No. Roxana, we decide how this ends, not him.
I'm beginning to think there are things more important than riches and glory.
Join me on my ship. There are more adventures for us out on the Aegean.
I will join you.
No! You must finish the battle!
It's over, Drakios.
It's over when I say it's over. Guards!
Thank you, champion.
So, I'll see you at my ship?
Yes. I'm ready to go wherever the sea wind takes us.
Wherever it is. Adventure awaits. For both of us now.
σε αρχήν. Σπέβδε!
Cassandra, welcome to the newest of the Marcos estates. I wasn't expecting company, but one must always be prepared. Wine?
Marcos, I can't believe you're here.
Believe it, my friend. I'm not a man of one city, but of all cities. Who am I to deny the rest of the Greek world what I have to offer?
What brings you to Kos, of all places?
I've learned a thing or two about soil. Turns out Kefalonia wasn't the best place for grapes. Plus, the locals here love wine.
Everybody loves wine.
On top of that, Kefalonia isn't as busy as it was before. Plague came from Chaosos and many died. It was bad for business.
Been here long?
Long enough to establish myself as the foremost wine seller in Kos. Well, the one wine seller in Kos. The koans will come around eventually.
You made it a long way from home.
I could say the same to you. Did you find what you were looking for?
I did. I found my mother.
What a coincidence! I found my mama too!
Here, in Kos?
Since Kos is her home, Kos is my home too! Say hello, mama!
Your mama? You told me your mother was dead.
Right, this is my adopted mama. We've become so close, she wouldn't have it any other way.
Come on, Marcos. The truth.
Well, mama is the owner of the vineyard. When her husband met his untimely death, it was going to be auctioned off. Something had to be done.
So you stepped in to help. How generous.
It's ridiculous a wonderful lady such as mama cannot inherit her own property. Now we run the vineyard together. Isn't that right, mama? She'd put up a fuss if she disagreed. It's her land, but she shares it with her precious son, me!
It's a nice place you've commandeered, Marcos.
If I didn't know you so well, I'd think you were serious. I'm always laughing these days.
You weren't laughing much when you were tied up in that fort.
About that, I have a bit of a problem on my hands.
Why am I not surprised?
But it's something I know you could help me with, my friend. I know your credentials.
Go on.
You know me. I borrow some drachmi, and before I know it, they're calling me the Khan of Kos. All thanks to the Cerberus, whom I owe the most.
The Cerberus? First the Cyclops, now this? Don't tell me it's a three-headed dog.
Don't be ridiculous. This is nothing like the Cyclops. This time I wish to make a peace offering with nothing less than my finest wine.
Finest? Palatable, maybe.
Cassandra, you're like family to me. And since I'm family to you, I'm sure you wouldn't mind helping.
You're sure, are you?
I promise I can afford to pay you this time. Just take my wine to the Cerberus. Simple.
Fine. For old time's sake.
I can always count on you. And the Cerberus can count on a nice wine pairing with dinner. Take it to his house.
The Cerberus better not bite me.
Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you need anything else.
Are you the Cerberus?
Who wants to know?
Whew. Only one head. A gift for you. Have you ever had Marcos's wine? It's the best of the best.
What's so good about it?
If you savor your wine, you'll like it. It's very rich.
He's not gonna win me over with wine. I never forget whose purse my drachmi goes into.
It's a peace offering. A thank you for waiting so patiently for him to pay you back.
Then drink with me, if you think it's so good.
All right.
It's poisoned!
No, that's just the wine.
You tricked me.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Guards! Guards!
Still have the taste of Marcos's wine in my mouth.
She's returned! Let me guess. The Cerberus wants to order another amphora's worth.
The wine made us sick, Marcos.
Impossible! It was my best batch. I double-checked.
If you wanted him dead, you should have told me.
I did tell you. I'm a new Marcos. I don't want people dead. I want what's right. But that isn't good news.
No, it's not good. The Cerberus will come after you.
What to do? What to do? What am I saying? Cassandra, This is when we strike.
Strike? You and what army?
I have a demigod for a best friend. That's an army as strong as 20 soldiers.
You have it all figured out, don't you?
There's only 3 of them, plus their little group of men. It will be easy, my friend.
3?
Why do you think they're called the Cerberus? Because they're 3 brothers, triplets, each with as much bite as the last.
Great. So there are 2 others that'll want revenge.
Wait a minute, wait a minute! That means 2 of them haven't tried my wine!
So what are you going to do?
They need to be spooked. As Mama says, a threat is like a bear. Very scary. We'll burn the Cerberus' farm, specifically the silos.
That's not a good idea.
When have you had reason not to trust me? Don't answer that, my friend. Just trust me.
It better work. Though I'm skeptical.
It's even worth sacrificing them as potential customers.
Do you want the crops burned, too?
They grow herbs, harmless plants for medicine. It's just the silos that should go. Blow them up!
You couldn't have mentioned there were 3 of them before?
I thought it was implied. Having triplets runs in their family.
That's a lot of Cerberuses.
Let's hope they don't procreate and have Cerberus puppies.
I'll pay their farm a visit.
Give them a good scare. I'm pretty sure it's the farm at Astipalia City. Their goons are always hanging around.
Got it.
Ταχαίως, αησόδα! Κλέφτα!
Προς το όλον,
That's one silo down. One more silo to go. Done. I'll tell Marcos it made quite the impression.
What the fuck? My silos! Stop!
τι λαμβάνει η χώρα.
The Cerberus should stay away from you now.
Well, maybe not after all. One of the farmers ran over. She was, not happy.
Why?
It seems I may have, or I did, accidentally of course, sent you to someone else's farm.
It wasn't the Cerberus's farm?
I could have sworn it belonged to the Cerberus. You have to believe me, my friend. An honest mistake.
How could you not know? You know the island. I thought you had a plan.
His men are always hanging around that farm. Must have been that pretty farmer. A common misconception.
Another mess.
You've known me longer than anyone. If you can't forgive me, Cassandra, who can?
Someone with more patience.
Are you going to make me beg? Because I'll beg! Spare me from the Cerberus!
Marcos!
Have I led you down the wrong path? A few times, yes. Many times, maybe. But this is it for me, my friend.
I can't keep you safe if you keep getting into trouble, Marcos.
Think back to that sunny day when I found you, Cassandra. That was your day of need, and Marcos came to the rescue. Come to my rescue today!
I've paid you back plenty.
That I can't deny. But the Cerberus will come with its dogs and its devotees, and I'll be finished! Protect me, and we'll come out on top!
There's that we again.
I'll tell you what. You protect me, and you get Mama's beloved battle axe. She used to be quite the fighter, believe it or not.
All right, let's keep you alive.
Oh, I've never heard words more sweet! You'll never get rid of me now!
That's why I do what I do.
And just in time, I hear them approaching. All right, Marcos, this is it. The grand finale.
There you are!
We did it, my friend! I'd say I was invincible, but I don't want to jinx myself.
Yes, That's why you're alive.
I joke, I joke. I owe you everything, Cassandra. For this, you get a lifetime supply of wine and my friendship. Lucky you. Oh, and Mama's axe. Life will now be simple. All thanks to you. It's always thanks to you.
Less dramatic life is just what you need, Marcos.
Go now, and adventure. Come back any time for that cup of wine.
Right. We'll see about that. Off we go now. What's wrong?
My workers are sick. At this rate, I won't be able to feed my own family, never mind theirs.
The good news is this isn't the work of the gods, but a sickness of the body. The throat in particular. I could treat the workers, if I had my medical supplies. Misthios, would you get them for me?
I wouldn't want them to suffer.
Well said. Such goodwill deserves a reward, doesn't it?
Huh? Of course, yes. I have something worthwhile to trade for the service. Will you do it?
I'll find your supplies.
Excellent. My tools are in Ancient Pearl, and the drugs are in Lover's Bay.
Ancient Pearl is pretty big. Where exactly did you leave your tools?
In the clinic at Vrisa Fort.
Where exactly in Lover's Bay should I look?
At the leader house in Midilini, northeast of the temple.
I'll come back with your supplies.
The faster you do, the sooner I can help the workers.
I'll go get the tools and drugs. Off we go now.
Careful.
Όσα καλούς καρπούς απογέεις. Ειρήνη μτερατή. Καλή πλόκα.